Homicide 1902, the case of 34-year-old Frank Cavilla. Frank Cavilla was on trial for the murder of his wife and 4 children, but found to be insane. He killed his wife and 4 children in New Cross on the night of the 2nd of September 1902. The dead were Helena Hannah Cavilla, 33, Frank Herbert Adolphus Cavilla, 12, Walter Cavilla, 8, Nellie Violet Cavilla, 4, and Ernest Eugene Cavilla, 16 months. A doctor certified that he was insane and he was ordered to be detained during His Majesty's pleasure. Frank Cavilla had been a painter and had occupied 3 rooms at 38 Batavia Road with his family. They were found in the house on the 3rd of September 1902, but it was said that it was impossible to say when they had died, it being noted that when they were found they were all cold, and as such it was thought that they could have been killed much earlier in the day. When the police went to 38 Batavia Road, they found Helena Cavilla lying on her back just under the window with her head towards the fireplace, resting on a wicker flower stand on which it appeared she had fallen. Her feet were drawn under her, and the clothes that she was wearing were covered with blood. Frank Herbert Adolphus Cavilla was found lying on the left side of the bed, fully dressed, with Nellie Cavilla and Ernest Cavilla by his side. Walter Cavilla was found on the floor to the right side of the bed, lying on his back, with his head towards the door. They were all found with large wounds to the left sides of their throats, and they were all dead. When the room was searched, the police found a large open pocket knife on the mantelpiece that was covered in blood. They also found a woman's blouse lying just inside the door, which it was thought had been used to wipe up the blood and to prevent it running under the door. When Frank Cavilla was charged in the kitchen, he nodded his head, but said nothing, and when he was asked if he understood the seriousness of the charge, he said yes. When he was searched, the police found a pocket knife with no blood on it, and 1 shilling 1d. At his trial, it was heard that they had been living in Batavia Road for the previous 3 years, and that Frank Cavilla had previously been working for a builder, but that the builder was killed, and he was thrown out of work, and he had been unable to obtain anything else since, and had then later become ill with influenza. It was said that the worrying effects of not being able to provide the necessities of life for his wife and family, added to the weakening and lowering effects of influenza, had preyed on his mind. It was heard that no sounds of the murders was heard, and the only noticeable sound was that of Frank Cavilla pacing up and down the rooms and muttering strange things. When the police arrived, he was still in the house. It was said that the murders created a profound sensation in the neighbourhood, and on the Tuesday evening there were a large crowd standing outside the house in the street watching it with morbid interest. Most of the street has since been redeveloped, with only 2 solitary houses of that period remaining, standing at the Clifton Rise end of the road.